Okay, these are our Purim videos. Today is going to be the last video that we're going to make, and this is a very important one. We've gone through the four mitzvahs. We went through the mitzvah of reading the Megillah, then we went through the mitzvah of Matanas Yonim, giving food to the poor. We then learned about the obligation of having a feast, of having a Suda, and then we had the obligation of Mishlach Manos, of giving gifts to our friends, 2 gifts to 1 friend. Okay, so that now we're going to look at one more mitzvah. And the halacha is as follows. This is how to determine how much money to spend on each mitzvah. So it says, Mutav l'adam harbos b'matanos evyonim, milharbos b'sudo v'shlach manos l'erev. If I'm looking at how much to spend on each of these mitzvahs, so do I want to send mishlach manos to my whole community and spend tons of money on it? Right, that's one way of doing it, but rather it's more important to spend of the 4 mitzvahs. It's more important to spend money on giving donations to the poor on my mitzvah of Matanas Levyonim than it is on the other mitzvahs. Okay, why is that? Because there's no greater simcha. What we're aiming for here is simcha, and there could be no greater simcha than making people that are poor, people that are widows, people that are orphans, people that are converts happy, because those people generally have some trauma in their lives and they don't feel comfortable in the community. And by giving them gifts, by giving them money, giving them donations, they feel much better, right? And it says, and somebody who gives to these people and makes them happy is they're similar to God, because God himself also works hard to make sure that these people are not suffering. So that's the idea. So when calculating how much to spend on different mitzvahs on Purim, and you're seeing, should I spend money on my meal? Should I spend money? So calculate, this is what I do. Calculate how much I'm spending on my Mishlach Manos, how much I'm spending on my meal, how much I'm spending on my Megillah, which isn't that much really, and then calculate that all up, and then put that all into one side, and then on the other side, I put in how much I'm going to give to the poor, and make sure how much I'm giving to the poor is greater than all 3 of these. That's the idea. Doesn't necessarily make for the most expensive Mishlach Manos unless you're going to give the most expensive Matanos Yonim. But again, that's the proper way of doing it. And really, nothing's going to make you happier than knowing that you made some people who are having a tough Purim and a tough time even happier than they could ever imagine themselves being. Purim Sameach.